Hey guys, HotRod08 here, and welcome to another support news video. Today, going over some changes that are coming to our support gold items. But before we get into that, I want to let you guys know that as of Wednesday, we started this week's support VOD review submissions. So if you want one of your support games to be reviewed by me, very possibly this coming up Monday, click the link in the top right corner of this video. It'll take you to a tutorial on how to do that. I do it every single week from Wednesday to Sunday. You can submit your games, but you'll learn that information in the video. As for today, though, on the PBE server, we have some very interesting changes coming to all three of the gold income items, and basically it's pretty simple. Every single gold income item, the very starting one, the cost is going to be increased from 350 to 400 gold, so that affects ancient coin from 350 to 400. If you go down here, skipping the higher ones, yep, Relic Shield, the cost increased from 350 to 400, and finally Spellthief's cost increased from 350 to 400. So the total gold when you upgrade to the next tier, such as Nomad's Medallion, Frostfang, and Targon's Brace, is going to be the exact same amount of gold. It's just the starting item that's going to be different, but this is going to make a pretty decent difference when you're going in the lane, because the main difference is instead of 3 health pots that you are normally able to get, you're only now going to be able to get 2. So every single support early in the game, no matter who you are, no matter what gold item you're starting off with, you're going to have 150 less health in order to sustain in the laning phase, because you're going to be missing that entire pot. So there's a few implications that this can do to the bottom lane. For starters, this is going to make support champions be able to get poked out of lane even easier now. So if the AD carry does a lot of damage to the enemy support champion, or you do, they're not going to be able to heal up as much, so there's going to be more kill potential in the bot lane. If you are a poke champion like a Vel'Koz or Xerath, that damage is going to be able to stick more than it does currently. So I think it's going to make the game just a little bit more snowbally, just because support champions in general are going to be on a lower health. If you're a poking support champion, this is going to be a pretty decent buff for you, just because you're going to be able to get that damage to stick easier. It's also going to be okay if you're a enchanter that can sustain yourself, like Rakan or Sona. It's not going to be as bad, just because you're able to still have a way to get yourself health. But if you're a support champion like Zillion, that doesn't do a lot of burst damage, but yet can't sustain himself either, this is going to be pretty painful to you. As well as if you're a, this is yet another, I would say, overall nerf to tank champions. Just because your damage isn't poke related for the most part, like an Alistar, your damage is going to be all in. So the extra pot usually doesn't make the difference, because usually if you can get on top of someone, you can usually 100 to 0 them, so the extra pot really doesn't make a difference for them. So this could be more of a buff for AP supports that are poking enemies down, and enchanters that have other ways of healing themselves rather than just using the health pots. Another thing that this is going to make a difference, though, is you're no longer going to be able to get the refillable potion when you start off the game, because usually if you bought your gold item for 350, you have 150 gold left, which is exactly how much a refillable potion is. So people usually have the choice between 3 health pots or the refillable potion. Now that is just completely out of the mix, which kind of sucks for some champions. I go refillable potions more often than not than the health pots. So when you get back to base, your first time, you're going to tend to want to spend a little bit of gold on that refillable potion at that point, rather than just continuing buying health pots. It's going to be interesting how that's going to work. One last thing I want to mention in this video, though, that is very important. There are a few champions that still want to try to take the gold income item that weren't a support champion. Like, I was watching, I think it was Sneaky, was playing a game on Vladimir within the last couple days in LCK, or whatever it is. Anyways, he ended up buying the ancient coin as a starter item, and we went 3 health pots like you normally would. But he was on AD carry, still getting that ancient coin. Well, now I don't think this is going to this is actually going to hurt a lot of like melee, like bruiser, AD carries that are going in the bot lane, just because they would a decent amount of times go that Relic Shield, and now with missing a pot, it's probably going to be a lot weaker for them. So this is actually inadvertently going to help AD carries get back in the meta, because they never go the gold items, whereas the other, like mages and bruisers bot lane, have a better chance of going those gold items. So overall, it's going to be interesting changes. It's, I guess, one very, very last thing I can mention too is now that you're going to be spending 400 gold instead of 350 gold at the beginning of the game of your gold item. When you get back from your first trip from being in lane back to base, your upgrade to your gold item is going to be 50 gold less, just because you spend 50 more gold at the beginning of the game. Now all the ending items are becoming 50 gold cheaper once you get to, you know, the 850 gold item. So once you get to that Nomad's Medallion from the Ancient Coin, the Frost Fang, or the Targon's Brace, all of them are going to be 50 gold cheaper. So instead of the 500 gold upgrade you would need normally, now it's going to be 450. So when you get back from lane the first time, it's going to be cheaper to upgrade at that point, which is going to be nice. But overall, what do you think? Do you enjoy these gold changes or not? Comment down in the comment section below. I would love to hear your opinions on this, just because this affects every single support champion out there. No one's going to be dodging this change, so it is definitely going to shake some things up. If you're enjoying my content and want to consider supporting the channel, head over to my Patreon. There you can enjoy perks such as early releases of some of my videos, having me look at your op.gg and giving you suggestions, and having your name shout out at the end of my videos like these lovely people here who are already contributing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I feature support-focused League of Legends content that I release on a weekly basis and would love your support. Please like this video as it really helps out my rankings, and hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button to keep up the latest content that I release. But, rather than that, you guys have a great day today. Thanks much.